Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Podcast, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
I'm Carol Massar, along with Tim Stanovic. Let's take a look at some stocks on the move today. We're joined now by Bloomberg News cross-asset reporter Denitsa Sukova. Denitsa, let's start with JetBlue. It was another down day for this company.
Yeah, another down day. The year-to-date loss is now 46%. Today, it closed down 8%. It's coming after news about cost cuts, eliminating some of the roads, restructuring of this leadership ranks. The company has been doing so many things to overcome that weakening demand in travel, which obviously a lot of those airlines have been something that's been coming in their costs more and more. We recently had a partnership between United Airlines and JetBlue, and there was some optimism there about sharing points and kind of the two companies benefiting from each other. But clearly that wasn't enough. JetBlue withdrew their full-year financial outlook in April, and the cost-cutting measures are not so well accepted by investors because clearly this signals more trouble in the company. And as we said, it's down more than 40% year to date, and a lot of pressure for airlines and travel more broadly.
Well, that's where I wanted to mention, right? Like we saw in terms of the airline names, most of the major names, if not all of them, if you look at some of the super composite airlines index in the S&P 500, all of them were down today. So it was not an easy day. But JetBlue, the worst performer, as you said. JetBlue, ticker JBLU, down almost 8% in today's session.
All right, ticker HUM, Humana, shares higher today. What's going on with Humana?
We're having some good news there. The company is up 3% today. There are two parts of the story. So it had a good investor day. So we saw a lot of optimism, some upgrades. For example, KeyBank Capital Markets is saying that investor day provided a clear picture. They gave a big plan that's all the way to 2028. So there is like some measures for cost cuts, some measures to increase clinical excellence. So most of analysts had a pretty positive reaction. There is one downgrade from Bank of America, which actually maintains neutral but lowers the price target. Sorry, it's not a downgrade. But also the other thing moving is in the Senate, they abandoned one of the parts of the bill to cut costs in the Medicare Advantage program. And this is actually boosting Humana and United Healthcare because obviously they're largely relying, retired Americans are largely relying on this, and this is good news for the stock. The stock is still down 5% year to date, but today much needed boost, and we're getting closer to being flat for the year.
All right, just got about 20 seconds. Quick, Tim has talked about this throughout the day. Solar stocks were under pressure. Just quickly, what do we need to know? Yeah,
we saw some big drops today. For example, Sunrun with ticker RUN was down 40%. We saw a lot of similar drops, about 30-20%. We're going back to that bill that's moving through Senate. They released the bill that will end tax credits for wind and solar. There are some other credits that are extended through 2036, but that's definitely putting a lot of pressure on solar stocks. We're seeing some big downgrades and more pressure. Of course, there are a lot of changes there, so we're yet to confirm what's the final bill.
The Stock Movers Podcast from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.